vampire clan to spy on me. Gathered together in the parking lot of Charlotte Manor, a sentient bed and breakfast who'd been our home now for several years by this point, the crowd still felt a bit thin by our usual standards. It didn't help that so many of our friends were out on assignment, starting with the one whose absence I felt most keenly. While she'd elected to take the name Crystal Fletcher for private use, officially my wife was still Agent Jenkins, capable and dangerous operative for the agency, a covert organization designed to ensure parahuman laws were properly obeyed. They essentially functioned as enforcers for the countless treaties that governed the various parahuman factions, making sure that things stayed as peaceful as possible and hiding our existence from humanity in general. Her being gone was part of the job, something I'd known and accepted when we took the plunge into marriage. At least she'd been able to take some time off for our honeymoon. Arch, a fellow agent who seemed to be borderline, if not truly immortal, was also gone on some assignment or other, taking Neil and Albert with him. The necromancer and zombie duo had been getting more attention from the agency since they showed what they could do during the pre-wedding fight. It's a long story, and were seeing more work because of it. If they hadn't been offered some sort of official position with the organization yet, it was only a matter of time. Also missing was Amy, our resident alchemist, capable of whipping up nearly anything, but who mostly focused on odd concoctions that interested her. She'd been booked to enhance a bar for a local Therian wedding. That left only the House of Fred's newest official member, Asha Patel, a lawyer who'd been a human friend until several months back. Unfortunately, my sire's attempt on my life caught her instead, and it was only thanks to turning her in time and some very special blood that Asha was still with us in any sense. Adjusting to vampire life had been going smoothly so far. She was holding up much better than I did after the change, and she seemed to enjoy working nights. Asha would be stopping by when her client meeting ended, but that wouldn't be nearly soon enough to ogle the vehicular monstrosity resting in Charlotte's parking lot. I'd barely made it back myself, having just dropped off some contracts in my ridiculous rental vehicle. Battling with the insurance over my old car being bombed was bad enough, but my in-between options all seemed to be huge gas-guzzling monsters. As someone who might be on this planet for hundreds of years to come, being eco-conscious seemed the only logical choice. It was a sentiment none of the rental agencies near my town of Winslow, Colorado, seemed keen on embracing, but my busy schedule had precluded the time to go car shopping. That was why I'd asked Bubba for help, as the most mechanically inclined person I knew. Standing next to a contraption that appeared as if someone had tried to fuse a tank with an off-road dune buggy, the huge man looked a bit sheepish, even going so far as to rub the back of his neck.
I know what you're going to say, and before you raise issues, the engine is a custom job. Got some special materials and enhancements in there to increase fuel efficiency by over 50%.
Lillian let out a whistle, running her sharp nails along the front bumper and failing to leave more than a thin line. That's not the only magic in this thing. I can feel the thrum of power weaving through it. This is a hardy hunk of machinery. Though I couldn't feel any such magic emanating, I didn't doubt Lillian's assessment. One of the most powerful, terrifying vampirism aspects was our ability to take on the gifts of other parahumans by drinking their blood. It's why the legends of what we can do vary so greatly between years and cultures. Some vampiric abilities are dependent on the blood they've recently been drinking. As someone who stuck only to the human stuff, I was about as weak as a vampire could be, some slight after-effects of dragon magic notwithstanding. Lillian